What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast. I don't know if I'm louder than the music. Episode 175. Here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
May the odds be forever in your favor. You know what I'm saying?
Did we watch that?
No, but they were like,
Did I watch the wrong movie?
175th Annual Hunger Games. That was I think that was the line. I don't remember.
Oh, close enough.
We call my aunt. She watched them. Pause the podcast.
Yeah.
Watched them all 10 of them.
They're making more books, by the way, so I'm sure there's going to be
Hunger
more
Games?
movies. Yeah. They released that's Susanna Collins, ain't that her name?
I don't know.
I've got the books right here. Anyway,
Hunger Games 4, Still Hungry.
well, she wrote a
They did
book
like
that
8 of them.
takes place in that universe, but it focuses on different characters. So I'm sure they're going to adapt that either into a series or a film. So we've got that to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, but we watched Sunshine,
Oh yeah, that's right.
2007. Oh, Danny boy.
Alex Garland. I mean,
What else
Captain
can you say?
America.
yeah. Cillian Murphy. I mean, fucking.
That Asian lady. That
I mean,
was really
coming
excited
hot.
about playing.
I mean, Danny Boyle coming hot off of his 28 Days Later fame.
with
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy and that as well.
Oh yeah, back when you saw him in the trailer, you're like, oh, have to watch.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Who?
Cillian Murphy.
The last film I watched him in was a movie called Peacock, where he played two roles. He was a guy that I believe he was.
When did you see
I don't know if
Peacock?
it's transsexual.
Back when it came out?
It's years ago, fucking years ago. Yeah, man. And like he dresses up like a woman. And he dresses up like a man. Makes his neighborhood think he's got a family when it's just him.
I don't know if that was the last movie, though, because he was in Inception. He was in Dunkirk.
True.
I didn't recognize him, but he was in these movies. He's been in a bunch of stuff. TV show he did from 13 to 19.
That was so Peaky Blinders, and it's over, right?
Yeah, which is probably why he was gone for a little bit there. I mean, that's a long time. Oh,
Yeah.
he's going to be in A Quiet Place too.
Yeah.
He's just keeping his head down and working.
Yeah. So it says after the conclusion of the 4th series, he confirmed that it would take another 3 series, 7 in total, to complete the story up to that point. That's Peaky Blinders. So there's 7 seasons total, so it's over now.
Yeah. It
So now he
finished in
can get
2009.
Yeah. Because he did Dunkirk while he did that. He
He did some other things.
Yeah, Transcendence. But I mean, he focused mainly on that, it feels like. 'Cause,
Lockdown.
well, he's not a lead in any of the. I mean, Dunkirk, he was kinda, but not technically the lead.
Well, like he was
you know
in
what I mean?
Tron Legacy.
Yeah,
But he's unaccredited, so
yeah.
must have been a small role. I think he's a good actor.
And I mean, let's face it, when we think of Dunkirk, all we think of is Tom Hardy in a plane for 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
What about there was some exquisite acting in this movie when he fell in that suit.
Oh my God.
It was a little
Well,
over the top. Just a little bit.
I kind of attributed that to like, he's like, what the fuck else can go wrong?
Yeah.
Because, dude,
Do you know how hard it would be to get up in that suit? Here's how hard. He wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
But he gets up. And I like the
Yeah.
way they turn the camera as he's raising up. You can see the camera turn. It's like, oh, he's back up. He's up.
Yeah.
Shit, what else could go wrong?
Speaking of camera, like, what about these wide ass shots of that ship, man?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, it looked great.
Oh yeah,
And it still holds up.
it does, man.
Like really good.
2007.
And the thing about it is it kind of had like a kind of had a matrixy feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But not in the, like it didn't take away from it, you know.
Yeah.
But it did have like a matrixy, like the way the film was shot. It wasn't white.
Well,
like
you could
most space
see.
movies.
Well, also something I noticed in the movie too. The aspect ratio was going off the charts, and I don't know if that was a directive choice. Like whenever they would go to the bomb, especially as they were getting closer to the sun, because they made a point to say in the beginning of the film that like the closer to the surface of the sun that they're going to get by this movie's logic, the gravity of the planet's going to start warping shit,
Yeah,
making things get like time and space is going to kind of start breaking down.
The simulation he was trying to do couldn't go past 42% on the mission.
And then when when they got there though, and like he's actually down there with the bomb and dealing with Space Jesus, there,
Jesus.
As he's running across that platform, if you remember, like it shit just starts getting weird and warping. The ceiling gets closer, then it stretches out, then it.
I could see that it was,
but it's like they use the cameras like switching in and out of ratios to fucking do it. Like I don't know, if it was just
it looked flatter one time,
the filmmaking of the time, or if it was gonna, or if it's a trick that he was like, you know what, we'll just use that to represent what's going on.
Yeah.
It was still really cool.
It was. And I mean, it's an interesting idea. And it was, to me, it's more of a realistic take on space travel. Because
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, just the idea alone that they like make a greenhouse and that is their oxygen supply.
Yeah.
Like just little stuff like that where it's like, oh, well, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, though. And when they said, well, it's going to take out the comm towers, nobody thought it's also going to take out the greenhouse when it swings around.
Yeah.
Nobody thought of that.
No.
Because then, I would have been like, no, we can't do that. I mean, that would have been, they'd have pulled the plug on that.
Yeah.
Never should have gone.
Well,
but if they didn't go, it wouldn't have got the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different movie.
Well, and probably if they wouldn't have gone, they wouldn't have been able to actually, because they said, you had to approach the sun at a specific angle. Everything had to be perfect in order for this to actually happen. So who's to say? Yeah. So who's to say that they wouldn't be able to, or that they would be able to do it if they would have approached at the trajectory that they originally intended? You know what I mean?
I like that shot where he releases it. You can see it falling. It does the side shot of the sun. You can see it falling into it. And it's going so fast, but there's still so far to go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. This movie was constant motion for a lot of the scenes, man.
Yeah.
And they did a good job of capturing that. They're still inside this thing, but still fucking hurtling through space at a unfathomable speed.
Yeah.
First problem we run into. We were gonna swing around Wong. He's decided we were gonna swing. What they call him, Trey?
Trey, yeah.
He was Wong in the damn.
Yeah.
Doctor, what you call it? But negative one. He was he got the math wrong, man.
Yeah.
He did it wrong.
He triple checked.
He said I triple checked, and they were like, put him on suicide watch. He just fucked the whole mission up.
Yeah, right.
And then here's our first big problem. 2 people got to go outside.
Yeah, of course.
Captain America's like, I vote fucking Kappa.
Yeah.
Every time they said Kappa, I just pictured that little Kappa emoji.
Yeah.
From Twitch.
Right. Yeah.
Them going out there though, he was like, we got this. They closed one of them. He was like, oh shit, we got it.
Well, that was the first introduction also to how their spacesuits look and how interesting the design for these spacesuits were.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, and that's one of the other things that kind of grounded it in reality for me too,
because just some normal ass.
Yeah, it was like this
thick gold plated. It was made out of the same shit those panels were made out of.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were putting the sweatbands on them, like it's gonna get hot, you know?
Yeah, right. But
the design reminded me of Alpha from Power Rangers.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But yeah, they go outside the spaceship and they got to fix because four of the panels aren't responding the way that they're supposed to be, this, that, and the other. And so they go out there. The captain's like, "This is my expertise. Like, I can do this. We can take a look at it." They float out there. They start working on it, and then they're like, the ship's like, "Fuck y'all, autopilot is on, bitch."
Well, the mission was in jeopardy. So the ship took over.
Ship's like, why we cocked at 11 o'clock, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting how they have to play off of the ship can't face the sun, and you really actually see it there whenever the communication towers, like once they go outside the shadow, they're just like vaporized instantly.
Dude.
Then it's real.
Yeah.
You know
then
what I mean?
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what
real.
Like, even like, of course there are people that we're not scientists, so we can't pick apart the science of this film.
We could get Jeff in there,
but
he'll tell us why that shield wouldn't work.
them making the threat of the sun just always there.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of that. As many times as I've watched this movie, even when I revisit it again, man, like I'm still on the edge of my seat with it.
Yeah. Even though you know what happens.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget the threat of being strapped to a very large bomb.
Yeah.
The size of
a very
Rhode
large
Island.
bomb.
Yeah.
And if anything goes wrong, boom.
And that bomb was bigger than the first fucking bomb.
It was, dude. Whenever they got close to it, it was like, holy shit, that payload's way bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how they show you a lot of consequence early in the film. With the sun, with him dropping the wrench in the water.
Oh yeah, they let you know that quick.
Yeah, they let you know all the greenhouse stuff. Like,
well, something I noticed several viewings ago, but it was even more obvious now. When everyone's introduced in the movie, it's in the same scenario that kills them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Classic foreshadowing, but just that was something that I had picked up at one point too.
Yeah,
I was
him
like,
putting
man,
his hand in the water, the coolant.
Her with woman with the plants.
Yep.
You know, dude dying alone, falling towards the, face of the sun.
Yeah.
Homeboy's obsession with the brightness of the sun.
Yeah, he was turning into a sun god like that other dude, man.
Yeah, he was.
Well, what was weird is, and now this was something that I didn't pick up on until this recent viewing, but at the beginning of the movie when dude's testing the filter and the computer's like, you can go to 3.1%.
Like
and all
30
that
seconds.
Stuff. Well, when it cuts immediately to like everybody eating in the mess hall, he's explaining that experience to dude, and he's talking about how the sunlight, like, the sunlight just envelops you, like you just become part of it instead of like.
And his face was like tan.
Like when you're out in space, you're just in nothing, but when you're in a star, you're part of something. Like this weird, you like of course it's like foreshadowing that he's going cuckoo already.
Yeah.
Which he's the psychiatric officer on board, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Like this crew had shit luck from the get go. Like everybody that got on both of these missions were damaged goods. That's the one part that almost breaks immersion. Like all these people lost their shit so quickly.
Well, it's almost
trip.
Well, and not only that, but it also like they make a point to explain that this is humanity's last hope. I think these are the people that they had on hand that could physically do what they needed to do.
Yeah.
I don't, and that had some type of previous training, because we don't know how long the sun. They didn't explain that, did they? How long it had been since all this, it went
all
dark.
We know is the other ship went out 8 years before.
Yeah.
That's really the only. So it's been going on at least that long.
So we'll say it's been going on for like what, 15
Something
years
like
at
that,
the most?
long enough for them to get it together and head
Because I
out
mean,
there.
yeah, if the plan, and all right, so you gotta assume that like they send that first ship out and they start preparing for a second ship just in case something goes wrong. But they probably wait the 8 years, which is enough time to get everybody trained up. So these people that are in the film were like 20 when they started training for this shit. Because realistically, they're all in their late 20s, early 30s. So,
but the project had to have been going on even longer than that. Like I'm thinking like 30 years, because think of how many years had to pass with the sun dimming, the planet becoming what it is, and then putting that together, and then being like, okay, now let's do there's no that. I guess they just make it enough for you to know that like this shit's been happening for a minute.
Yeah, and you're right, because it's like they said that they exhausted all of Earth's available resources on this payload, last payload. So yeah, you're right, Travis. It's probably been closer to 50 years since this stuff first started happening.
Well, the sun god was probably in his 40s.
Yeah,
he's a little older.
Yeah,
his crew even looked older in the picture.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking nuts, man. Like the thing that like burns you, that grows your food, that keeps your planet stable.
Yeah. It could be the death of you.
Turn off at any time.
Yeah. Scary
and
thought.
then that's it. They said that like it wouldn't take but like what, 4 minutes. Well, it would take 8 minutes, for the light to reach Earth.
Yeah.
So with that idea, in like 10 minutes, the whole surface of the Earth would be completely frozen and it would be unlivable. Like,
which is
nuts. Yeah, that's fucking
how hot
crazy.
a star is.
Yeah.
Well, like when the hatch was fucked up. Dude blew the hatch when he got on the other ship. So they were gonna go across. They're still close to the sun, but they're in the shadow.
Yeah.
So it froze that motherfucker solid, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's how cold.
Which is crazy. Exactly.
You'd think you'd still be a little bit warm.
Yeah,
but you're not. You're not getting the light, so it's it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected them in the ship like sweating, like hot day today.
Yeah.
You know.
Can we talk about this hatch blowing sequence for a second here?
Yeah.
So they're on the ship, which, all right, I want to touch on this first. That was the coolest shot in my opinion.
Whenever the flashing?
Yes, whenever they go onto the ship, and as soon as they step on the ship, every time the light would pass in front of the camera, it would flash up a picture of a crew member. It was so unsettling, and it set the mood perfectly. It was the perfect tension building thing, because you don't know what's going on. There's just dust everywhere. And then that guy's like, well, dust is like 90% human skin.
Yeah.
Or, from humans. And then you're like, well, something fucked up already happened.
Yeah.
Then the flashes, and it happens so fast that you're like, did I just see what I thought I saw?
Yeah.
And it was fucking brilliant. That was brilliant. And then whenever they work their way into the observation chamber, I guess is what you can call it, and you see, but you don't see.
Yeah.
Like less is more in a big.
It was.
Bad
They
way.
did a lot of less is more, especially with the villain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So and I loved all the stuff inside the other ship. Like it was so creepy, so unsettling, but it was done perfectly. And then the realization that it had been sabotaged, and then you see, that there was like a log that was still active, and all this other shit's going on. And then like the hatch blows, or the connector to the hatches blows, and then they're like, okay, well, we got to make a fucking move fast. And like,
they're not even thinking that someone did it. It just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, dude, it builds up to the moment where Cillian Murphy's character is sitting there running the numbers in the bomb. and he goes, run off everybody's shit to me.
Well, it was telling them how long they had to go.
And then when he goes, when the Icarus tells him that there's only 5 on board, and he gets real quiet, and he goes, who's the 5th person? Like,
yeah,
that whole moment was like
said,
sucks you in, and you're like, oh fuck, like you're just as fucking.
Who's the 5th member? And it said identity unknown.
Yeah, and you're like how I remember the first time I watched it when that happened, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like
when
you were watching, but that's the moment where you lean forward and you're like, oh shit.
Well, then he started remembering that footage of the guy talking.
Yeah.
And seeing the look in his eye, because he had that fucking look.
Yeah.
So, I like how they paralleled him with the sun. Like he felt like he was one with it, so they treated his character visually like he's hard to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and they make it a part of the camera trick, Which he was played by something Strong.
Yeah, Mark Strong.
Yeah. Mark Strong.
Shenandoah River.
But yeah, played a good
Utter.
I'm a man from God,
Yeah.
On a message from God or mission from God.
But
when dude walks in for the first time in the observation deck, dude's just doing push-up and he's just like, "Are you an angel?" You're like, "Oh man!"
Doing push-ups in the sunlight, getting stronger. It's tearing the skin off of his body.
Yeah.
Just in there going full Vegeta, just training.
When he was leaving the room, he said, "Icarus, fucking 100%."
Yeah.
And it hit that dude's back 100% and didn't kill him, y'all.
Yeah, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's already burned.
So for 7 years, he's been just
a little bit of sun, a little bit of sun,
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's what that Sheryl Crow song was about. I want to soak up the sun. Yeah, that's exactly what that shit was.
He has 45 on, dude.
He's chasing them all through the ship. Want everyone to lighten up. And he's stabbing bitches and shit. Like
he was gonna kill that Asian dude. It's like, dude, he's already dead.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we'll kill him again.
And she was the one death that always catches me off guard because
the Asian chick.
Yeah, because you have hope because you're like she found the sprout and you're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are gonna get oxygen, and then it's like, nope, killed with an electric toothbrush.
Yeah, dude, it was like wait, and in the back she couldn't reach it.
Oh, dude, when it's just sitting there, when it's just like that's the thing. This movie is a brilliantly concealed slasher film.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
the fucking murderer is the goddamn son.
Yeah. In more ways than one. I asked Adam this earlier. I mean, we can talk about it again, but I was going to get your take on it, Trav. What's your feelings towards Chris Evans' character?
The most noble person of the movie.
Right? Like
he was playing Captain America before he played Captain America.
Yeah.
Because well, he was like, I don't think we should go for the other ship. That's not the mission.
Well, I think he represents throughout the whole thing because the whole movie is also centered around each person's moral dilemma on the situation.
Yeah.
But he's the one that's like, he's the logic and reason of the group.
Yeah.
But he's the sad truth too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't want to face all these people want to face it some other way, but his way, the safest way.
Listen, they said we got enough oxygen if we got to lose one more person. He's like, all right, I'll go kill him.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's fucked up. He's like, yeah, but it's the only way. I mean, we can't come all this way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
He was even willing to let himself die.
Yeah. And that was what was so... His character was the most interesting character. Like, you see that his rage and frustration with everything that's going on. You see that early on in the film.
Yeah.
And you think that he's just going to be that guy. Yeah, that he's just going to be that guy. But no, dude, like his character arc is so fucking interesting because like there's so much to break down here. Like, him, especially whenever they're in the other space station, and they're going to jet across, and he's like, Kappa, get in the suit.
Yep.
And he's like, well, I'm the commander, and it's like,
without
question. The ship needs a commander, and he's like, but he's the only one that knows how to work the bomb. He fucking created the bomb.
Yeah, so we need him.
He's gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, it's in that moment that you realize he was not a dick. Like all the villainous level stuff that you thought he was having the whole movie, it was really just him being committed to the mission.
Yeah.
Probably 100%. Got family on Earth.
Yeah.
This is our chance to save the planet.
Yeah. And I love that character, like that, his character arc, like him dunking in those tanks at the end, trying to get enough power back to this ship so that they can detach the bomb.
Freezing to death.
He's kind of more or less the hero of the movie.
Yes, it is. It's such a beautiful story.
Dude, when he was laying there, and he called him.
Because when he's introduced into the movie, and the more that the more we've talked about it, like the movie sets him up on a classic hero arc in a way. Yeah. Like when you meet him, he don't give a shit. He'll fight you, whatever. And in the moment where the dude tells him, you got to go to the Earth room for 2 hours, and he's in there, and he chills the fuck out. Like he's calmed the fuck down by just normal shit.
I want to see the waves again.
Yeah.
That room was pretty cool.
It was.
When he's laying there, though, and he calls, and he's like, use the comms link in the helmet.
Yeah.
He goes in there and gets it, and he's like, look, I'm going to get enough power back. You got to get out and go fix it. And he's like, I'm stuck in the fucking hatch. And he's like, I don't know how you're going to do it. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
I'm about to kill myself.
Yeah.
It's on you, buddy.
Yeah. It's such a brilliant fucking writing in that moment,
because you've got that hole.
Yeah. I mean, you've got these two people that like you kind of think over time that they hate one another, but they're just different personalities that don't mesh well
and
together.
And it's real tense. Tense.
But like them at the end, like from the time they go onto the spaceship to go and then go back to the other spaceship, it's like these are the two most sensible people on the ship right now. Like you have to have one and you have to have the other.
You
think
the dude's a dick until he says Kappa, get in the suit.
Yeah. And then he starts ripping the panels off the wall.
Well, you were wrapping around him.
He was good. What do you call it?
Tension building.
Well.
I don't even remember why they were fighting that first time.
He was a good fake out because throughout the movie you're thinking, okay, if there's going to be a backstab or some big betrayal in the film, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
And another thing about this film that I always appreciated too was that there was no bullshit at the beginning.
No.
There was no everybody sitting at home and it's like, oh man, it's like you're like dude gives you a monologue and then bam, we're on ship in space.
Yeah. No chuffa.
Only time you see the Earth is at the fucking end,
To see, whenever you find out if the mission succeeded.
When you see that the darkness start to go away.
Yeah.
He told her, he said, 8 minutes later you'll know.
Yeah.
When you wake up one morning and it's a particularly beautiful day, we did it.
Yeah. I mean, and I didn't mind anything. Like after I finished the movie, I was just like, there's so many layers to unpack here. You know what I mean? Because like you said, it's a hidden slasher movie in a way, but it's an interesting villain that approaches them towards the end. And then you've got the son, which is the savior, but also the villain at the same time. Then it's like there's so many fucking levels to unpack in it.
It's a movie where it's a movie like written in such a way to where the odds and the situation, the rising tension and what's needed to get to the point of the film, it makes it to where we can afford to lose everyone, like straight Shakespearean in a way.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that Alice Garden had written a movie.
Yeah.
Back when I watched this movie, he was nobody. Like.
Yeah.
There wasn't no Ex Machina or no. You know, there was. He did 28 Days Later. That was.
Well, that, and he did The Beach. Whenever
novel.
when I think Alex Garland, I always think The Beach.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually wrote the book where he got his start.
But it was. I'm trying to think. It came out in 07. Let's try to remember what it was up against. It came out the same year as The Dark Knight, didn't it?
I think that was 2008, right? Was it? It dropped July 27th, 2000.
So it was right in the middle of the summer. As like it was the summer sci-fi blockbuster, you know.
Yeah. Well, this is all right. Here's just a couple of things that dropped in 2007. I'm Legend, There Will Be Blood,
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, Fracture, Superbad, Shooter,
Hot Fuzz,
Juno, Disturbia, Dead Silence, The Myth,
Transformers. That's probably why it didn't get a lot of.
Yeah,
it wasn't big in the theaters.
It came out July 3rd, so that was right smack dab in the middle of Transformers movie cycle.
It made 32 million box office.
Spider-Man 3 also came out. So you got to throw that one in there in the mix as well.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of. 07 was a big year for movies.
Yeah.
310 to Yuma, Death Proof, and Grindhouse Drop.
Yeah.
Juno. I think y'all said that. Hot Rod.
Stardust.
The Mist.
American Gangster, dude.
Walk Hard. I mean,
a lot of movies.
I mean, this movie had some. It was a crowded year, dude.
Yeah. My question is why is it never on those lists of sci-fi films that you have to see at least once? Because in my opinion, if I'm talking to somebody and you're talking sci-fi and they've got the basics, they've got the 2001, they've got, even First Man, some of the stuff that we've watched recently, it's like, okay, well, if you want to go deep sci-fi,
how deep you want to go?
Yeah. Why isn't this on the list? Why isn't this part of? It doesn't make
doing sci-fi
sense.
in July though. It's like gotta watch Sunshine.
Yeah, because I would put this up on any list that goes against any of those because it's a unique concept that nobody has tackled really since or before that I'm aware of. And it's got, there's so much shit going on, and not in a bad way. It's not convoluted. It's just a lot of stuff to unpack. It's like it's almost like the perfect side sci-fi, if that makes sense. It's not completely off the wall sci-fi, but it's also not like,
it's right in the middle.
First Man, huh?
I said it's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, it's not like full on First Man, like this is real science.
This shit happened.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's just right in the middle. It's plausible enough, but unrealistic enough to suspend, to get you interested into the movie.
Oh, for sure. All throughout the film, man, I wanted to pause it. I could pause it. I was getting thirsty. But the movie just held my attention, dude, that I just sat here and just sat all the way through it, man.
Yeah. No.
That spacesuit was cool.
Yeah. So, Adam, what's the fourth act? Like, what about the fourth act is like a no? It's kind of like, is it the guy?
That's just where everybody had their issue with it when it came out. It was on that. It was like towards the end, people were just like with her. She watched it. She had never heard me say that.
Yeah.
Now I bought the movie. Yeah. I actually own this movie. I bought
it. Same here.
So, back when, we watched it back not long after it came out.
Right.
And I picked up a copy somewhere, but that was everyone's big thing, man. Was they just didn't like the way it ended. There was a guy on the other ship. He went crazy, killed everybody. That's why it came in like it did, with only making 32 million. And the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, okay, guy.
Yeah.
After you know that, it don't bother you as bad when you go back and watch it, because you already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But the first time you see it, you're like, well, okay, well, that's where we're going with it. We're going there.
Right.
Guy went crazy on another ship, but something had to happen. I mean,
yeah.
If he didn't go crazy, the doctor was.
Yeah, I mean,
you could see that. You could see it happening to him every time. You would see him at a round table get together. His face was more and more fucked up from watching the sun all the time.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of appreciated the way that they actually did it more so, because it's like, even when you think, because there's a lot of different people here in the film that they allude to as being troublemakers towards the end of the film. You got Chris Evans, you got Countdown, you've got the therapist. All these different people have some issues or things going on that could potentially be a hazard further in the movie. And then that's what's so brilliant to me about it. It comes out of left field, like completely out of left field.
Yeah,
where you're like,
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and you're like, you think the whole fucking crew's dead? You think that the fucking Asian guy, that Countdown, was the one that fucked the hatch up, and then when he goes in there, he committed suicide, and it's like, oh well, he did it, and then he committed suicide and all this stuff. But no, like, everybody redeems themselves in one way or another, except for the little Asian guy. You know what I mean?
Killed himself.
Huh?
The one that killed himself.
Yeah, because like the Indian guy, the therapist redeemed himself by opening the hatch, and then because he knew he was going to die.
Yeah.
He redeemed himself. Chris Evans' character redeemed himself because he got the ship up running enough so that they could launch the payload.
Well, every time something went wrong, he came in clutch.
Yeah.
He was like, this is what we're doing, and we don't have a choice. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Took us 8 years. We can't fuck this up.
And he was just a fucking pilot.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like,
to me, when the captain went down, he should have been next in line. It shouldn't have been the comms guy.
Yeah,
that motherfucker was scared shitless.
Yeah, he was a little sketch from the get-go.
He was too scared to die. As soon as they had to go out on the deck, the captain was like, let's go.
Yeah,
get my suit ready.
Yeah.
He probably knew he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
There's a good chance.
Yeah. But no, man, I loved it from beginning to end. I mean, it had so many levels, man. And it sucks that it didn't get the praise that it deserves. But I think with the power of the real estate, with the real estate audience, we can bring it back.
Yeah. It definitely did better with like DVD sales and any kind of streaming than it did in the theater. But you see what was out that year. Who went and watched it? I mean, I didn't go watch it that year. I didn't.
No, I went and watched Spider-Man 3. You know what I mean?
So, but that was the reason. And like the exact thing I was telling you, she watches it and she's like, yeah, that's where everyone had their issue with the movie. Now, I bought the movie. I was like, by me saying that, don't mean I hate the movie.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people had issue. I did pick it to watch it. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
When you go back and watch it, the people that watched it and had an issue with that, if they'll watch it again.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it at least 5 times, I would say.
Yeah.
That kind of, that part goes away. It's like, okay. You just kind of quit worrying about that. But like you said, when you go back and watch it again, you see all the foreshadowing, like him dropping that ranch in there and picking it out, his hands like freezing, and then you see later when he comes through the hatch, he's got frostbite.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna freeze to death.
Yeah.
That scene with him telling him that though, when he was like, "Got to get out, man. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but that's a cool ass poster."
Yeah, it is. You gotta manually blow the fucking payload up.
Yeah.
And it's
which
like,
means you gotta be on it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: oxygen's gone.
Yeah.
Shit, we're fucked already. I mean,
There's
you
a
might as
killer on the
well.
loose. Yeah.
Who knows? It might be quite. It looked like quite an experience.
Yeah.
There was a frame in the movie where you see this. It's pretty quick.
Yes.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
When you're watching the main villain guy, what was his name? Penn something. When you're
Mhm.
watching him, you gotta like really focus on his ass to see what he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
and I was talking to Griffin about that earlier. Like the way they did the camera on him was perfect. Like you can't get a good look at him.
Yeah,
So
like
you never get
like
a good look.
sun.
You for like
Yeah,
a
like
split second, you see him.
Like to me, it was like a reflection of how he was obsessed with the sun.
Yeah, which is crazy. And what a cool name for a spaceship.
Yeah. The
Right?
Icarus. Yeah.
What a cool design.
Yeah. This is what I think needs to happen to bring the film back. Right? First of all, change the fucking box art up for the fucking Blu-ray. Because
Yeah,
it looks
that box art
stupid.
looks kind of cheesy, doesn't it?
It looks like
the one
a
when they're
fucking
walking up that thing.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
a sci-fi movie.
It looks shitty.
Yeah. They need to fucking an artist needs to.
Let's see. Do something, but even this one's better.
Are there any commemorative copies of it out now?
That one's like better than the one of them walking up the fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. No, there's only one Blu-ray copy on Amazon.
And here's the box.
I mean, whenever you see
which is the one I own, that's what it looks like.
I mean,
not the best artwork.
No, I mean,
they need like a sci-fi made-for-TV movie.
Yeah, I mean, they need to drop a little bit of cash into it and kind of like, you've got so much to work with. First of all, the sun, fucking hello, okay? A badass spaceship with a gigantic fucking bomb on it. Like, you can pull from those three things and make way cooler fucking box art than that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll tell you what gets me, man, every time. And I know what's going to happen. But when they pull up beside the Icarus 1 and they detach from their base and go over to the other one, I'm like,
It's just floating in the fucking...
Hell no, dude.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
But without that, you don't have a movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Nah, man, I'm gonna give it a fucking a sun.
Is it getting a star?
It gets a sun, dude.
Yeah, a star.
But the brighter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking great movie, and if the right people got a hold of this and like released a special edition version of it, and like, because I feel like this movie deserves like, oh, the cast for Sunshine's getting back together. You know what I mean? And they're doing like a table read, like a or you know what I mean?
With commentary and deleted scenes.
It's like, give us something. If they did that, it would reignite, because people would be like, "Oh, Captain America's in this movie. Oh, fucking Scarecrow."
Like nobody.
Yeah, and it's not a comedy. You know what I mean? It's a sci-fi film.
That motherfucker is.
Yeah, I do like the design, the creature design. Even though you didn't get to see him much, like I like the way that they kind of charred him up and made him look.
He just burnt, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like a demon.
Yeah.
Dude, in that one picture, he's grabbing his arm and it's ripping the skin off of it.
Yeah.
That happens in the movie, but it's so fast and blurry that you can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm really digging those spacesuits, man.
I know, right?
It's so big.
So that's what she said.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm giving it a full star. I mean, This is going to go into rotation in the sci-fi stuff for me and for her, apparently.
Oh yeah, and then that's what she said when she said she got to the end. She was like she didn't like it, but she'll watch it again. Well, she said she almost wanted to watch it again today.
Yeah.
It is up on the server.
I'll definitely be peeping that again.
Yeah, and it's a good copy.
Hell yeah.
I would like to see it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I would too. Man, it's 2007. So the movie came out 13 years ago. So in 2 years, they need to do a 15th anniversary Sunshine special edition.
Director's cut.
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, you've got Danny Bull, who's somebody, like, huge somebody. You've got fucking Alex Garland, huge somebody. And then the cast. You've got some great fucking people in this cast here.
To me,
it's crazy.
Go ahead, man.
Well, I was just going to say it's crazy where dude was like, you got to get out of there, do whatever it takes. So he drills a hole and he, like, releases all the pressure in the ship out.
Blew the hatch.
Yeah. So anybody that was still alive in there, he's killing them in that moment.
I was thinking that last chick was alive when that happened.
Yeah.
He was in there hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
And then when he does it, the Asian chick comes flying out.
Yeah.
Like,
blood squirting. Yeah.
What's cool about that suit, y'all? It kind of reminds me of like the old school like diving suits.
Yeah, right.
It's got that real,
Yeah.
like 20,000 Leagues vibe, going on like.
Yeah. It's so big and bulky, but.
Oh, when he fell down, I was like, give up, player. Give it up.
He couldn't do it,
dude. Couldn't do it, man. How he was so frustrated.
Yeah.
Be careful, man. Don't puncture your suit.
That was his sister, right? At the end of the...
I think it was. Yeah, because he said his sister, she had kids. And see, he didn't have kids, but that was the family he was doing it for.
Yeah.
His sister and her kids.
Right.
Imagine if they climb out of the top of it, they got to go out and fix the panels, and they're like, all right, open the hatch.
It's like, fuck that. But yeah, stars all around, right?
I'm giving it a sun god.
What are you going to give it, Trav?
Oh, I give it a full star, man.
You giving it a charred body?
Oh, yeah, a char.
A char?
Dude, I love it when they're having that first meeting about going to the other ship.
Yeah.
And the psychiatrist walks in and you can see the outline. It's before he starts getting scabs. Yeah. But his face is just darker.
Yeah.
And you can see where he's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
And nobody said anything. Like, I would have been like, hey, man, you got to quit going in there and looking at that shit. Like,
yeah,
it ain't good for you. And even the captain had a little moment with it.
Yeah.
Where he caught himself.
Well, and that was what was so interesting about that scene, because after he went in there and like looked at the sun, after he talked to the therapist or the psychiatrist or whatever, after he goes into the sun chamber and he starts looking at the footage from Icarus 1.
Yep, and seeing the look in the guy's eye.
Yeah, so and he's kind of piecing things together here,
Somebody went mad.
Yeah, fucking space madness over here. Space madness. But yeah, it was good, man. I
haven't seen
really
watch it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
That's I mean, this is what the podcast is all about.
Yeah.
Just like finding movies, whether you've seen them or not, and just like looking at it through a different lens and breaking it down in a different way and analyzing it. It's fucking genius,
Mm-hmm.
So, but Trav, you say you have some movie news on the on the Snyder stuff?
Yeah, actually. So Snyder, I was telling you guys earlier, Snyder did a segment with, or like an hour-long thing, really, with Justice Con.
Yeah.
And he brought up a bunch of like cool, like small bits and stuff. But one of the thing that caught my attention the most was he was explaining one of the key differences between his cut of the film and the theatrical release, and it was his use of aspect ratio. Apparently, one of the biggest parts of him redoing the movie is restoring all of the footage that was lost from scrapping the images. Like he filmed everything in IMAX and filmed it to where everything's in the picture. He was like, "Fuck widescreen format, fuck all that, whatever. Like we're gonna film it at full aspect ratio, so that when you throw it on a fucking like like to make it meant to be on a big screen."
Right.
And he was just talking about how a lot of his work he's doing is filling up the image again, restoring all that. Yeah. And one thing he kind of threw out there while he was talking about all this, he's doing all this for free. Like he's not getting paid to do the Snyder Cut.
He's just doing it out of the passion of the
Well,
project.
he probably took a pay cut so they could spend that on it. You know,
yeah,
like,
I'm sure.
and I'm sure the others will. Some of the others, they'll take less money just to get it made.
Or he probably made a deal where it's like, if it makes back this much money for you guys in HBO, then he starts getting a cut of the money.
Back in, yeah, makes sense. Well, he keeps teasing that they're going to be releasing the first Snyder Cut trailer soon. So I'm expecting it to probably come out. I'd like to say, because Comic-Con, quote unquote Comic-Con, is happening right now.
Yeah, and they're not having anything to do with it this year, right? I think they pulled out of the Comic-Con.
Yeah. So I would think that after all this Comic-Con stuff's over with, then he'll probably drop it then. Because think about, like, we have some trailers tonight from the Comic-Con stuff.
I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah. And what they're doing is, like, online streaming.
What we talked about.
Yeah.
We know
like Kevin Smith did an evening with, streaming it for an hour. Yeah. It's on YouTube, you have like panels with, whatever, insert fucking nerd culture here. And they did an hour panel, like Nathan Fillion had a panel and Joss Whedon showed up and he would not address any of the accusations that had to do with, the way that he treated
Surprised
people.
He showed up.
Yeah. Well, he just crashed it because he was supposed to have a panel. He canceled the panel after all this Joss Whedon controversy came out. And he crashed Nathan Fillion. So, but I don't think anything came out of it. Like, I'm expecting if Joss Whedon crashes Nathan Fillion's panel, then he's like, Firefly's back, and you know what I mean, or something. So, but I expect it to come within the next couple of weeks. Once he gets everything kind of sorted out and they cut a trailer out of it, then
I'd even be by the weekend.
Yeah.
Trailers usually drop when? Thursday?
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, usually the day after the pod.
Yeah.
We get flooded with all these new trailers.
Yeah. Let me look at this real quick. I just saw this in movie news here, and I didn't know that it was a thing. And I'm going to drop the trailer in trailers. So they're making a Ren and Stimpy documentary called Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy. And I dropped the trailer, so we can talk about that here in just a couple of minutes when we watch the trailer. But yeah. So, all right, Adam dropped this in here. Evil Dead documentary Hale to the Deadites to premiere next month. So, for nearly 40 years, Evil Dead franchise has captivated horror fans with its blend of outlandish gore and humor, with the new documentary Hell to the Deadites celebrating its devoted followers, premiering next month at the Fantasia International Film Festival, which kicks off virtually on August the 20th. The film features interviews with not only members of the cast and crew, but a number of fans of the franchise with an encyclopedic knowledge of the series. While an official release is yet to be unveiled, we can hope that the film's exposure at the festival leads to its worldwide distribution. Inspired by the 81 Classics cult following, Hell to the Deadites is a documentary about the fans of the Evil Dead franchise. Through interviews with the cast, crew, collectors, fans, freaks, and geeks, Hell to the Deadites seeks the Illuminati, the darkest reaches of the Evil Dead franchise's undying and still growing popularity. Seems to illuminate. Popularity that has spawned 4 films, TV series, comic books, figures, and surpassed even its creators' wildest dreams. Besides meeting with fans around the world, the 80-minute documentary features interviews with Evil Dead franchise cast members such as Bruce Campbell, Ted Raimi, Betsy Baker, Teresa Tilly, Ellen Sandweiss, Richard DeMoniker, I don't know how, Tom Savini, Dan Hicks, Bill Moseley, on and on and on. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, and I ran across it this past week. I was like, damn.
Yeah. It's a really good idea. Yeah.
There's something else they're dropping. Is that the ultimate 4K collection of Back to the Future, y'all? Did y'all know that?
No.
Yeah.
What's happening with this?
They're just it's gonna be 4K, have a bunch of extras, collectible packaging,
shit.
bonus disc. Would love to see Back to the Future in 4K. Almost worth buying a 4K television and some kind of 4K player. Like, I'm just kidding. Like,
I mean,
I can't afford it.
Yeah, but still, though,
I thought that was cool. And then I did see where Comic-Con from home bombed. Tweets were down 95% compared to all the other Comic. Nobody was watching it, man.
Well, they didn't advertise
it.
They
did. I didn't even know it was happening.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, I mean, you were saying it, and I'm reading that it's like, yeah, y'all fucked up. It should have been all over YouTube, dude.
Yeah. I mean, nobody was talking about it. Nobody was tweeting. There wasn't, like, Disney should have been out there like, hey, guys, come check out this fucking panel, Yeah,
I'm just seeing little titty bits here and there. Here's one that caught my eye, and I'm not going into the article because it ain't worth it. But The Rock almost played Willy Wonka in that Tim Burton remake.
I mean,
he was considered for the role.
That would have been
a different movie.
Yeah.
That's for sure. He's like, you smell what I'm making?
Yeah.
Candy.
I mean, there's not really a whole lot of news. There's one more little tidbit that I was going to go over here. So Brad Pitt reportedly being eyed to play the MCU's version of Superman. So Travis, when I read that article to you, what's the first thing that comes to mind? MCU's Superman.
Not Hyperion.
Exactly. But are you thinking Sentry?
Yeah, I mean,
more or less, that's what I was thinking.
Thought, yeah.
Because wouldn't Brad Pitt with a little bit longer hair make a perfect fucking Sentry?
Yeah.
So anyway, they're talking at casting him as one of the Eternals Hyperion. For those unfamiliar, Hyperion is a deliberate pastiche of DC Superman. He has many different origins over the decades, but he's usually an Eternal, so you can see why Marvel is looking to introduce him into the MCU now, following the Eternals. appearing as the leader of the Squadron Supreme, a takeoff of the Justice League, whose other members all resemble DC heroes too. See Nighthawk, which is Batman, Power Princess, which is Wonder Woman, and Wizard, Wizzer, which is Flash. Why would they do that? Like, the way that I see it is DC's already hurt themselves enough. It's like, why is, like, there's better characters in the MCU. And I'm not saying the movie would be bad, or I'm not saying that it's not a decent idea, but there's better ideas than that. I don't know. I don't like it.
Did y'all see?
I don't like it one bit.
David Ayer put that piece of the script up from that Joker, Suicide Squad Joker scene. Someone asked him. They put it online and they said, "Did you shoot this?" And he said, "Yes, I shot and edited. Of course, you were not permitted to see it, my friend. But it was the final scene with the Joker." And the script's up. You can read the damn final scene, like what it was going to be. And he said he shot it, edited it. They just was like, nope, too dark, or whatever it was.
Do you think we'll ever get the Ayer cut?
Probably. If this Snyder cut goes over well, we might get a lot of cuts we never got. Where's that fucking Superman movie with what's his name in it?
Nick Cage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think they ever shot it, but
no,
they shot a lot of test footage.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I saw this week, dude, was that Mickey Rourke challenged Elon Musk to a bare knuckle fight in Johnny Depp's honor. Because it came out in court that Depp's wife had kind of had something with Elon Musk there for a while. So Mickey Rourke was like, I want to fight you.
I didn't know him and Johnny Depp was tied.
That close?
Yeah.
Close enough he wants to beat him up for smashing dude's wife.
I
just thought that was fun. The fight?
Yeah,
dude. Elon was like trying to do like math to work out the punch.
Yeah, it's like that scene from Sherlock Holmes where everything pauses and all these math calculations start coming up. They probably will raise a lot of money for charity if they actually did that.
That ain't going.
I know, but still, though.
It would be funny, though. When I read that, I was just like, oh, God, please. That's just what we need. It's like, I remember during quarantine when Mickey Rourke fought Elon Musk?
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
What if this come out where it was like, I'll fight you, and if you win, which is more than likely going to happen, then we'll call it square. I'll apologize to Johnny Depp, but if I win, you test one of my man fight sounds.
You got to go to the moon. Putting Mickey on the moon. He's like, how you feel, Mickey? He's on the moon. He's like, I feel like a beat up piece of beef. It was a rough ride.
I would be okay with that, Mickey, and they live stream him on the moon with the chin,
Yeah.
Just fucking chinning about town,
There was something else I saw, but I can't find it now. It was just some little shinfo. And I don't remember where I saw it.
Apparently the Spawn remake is going full steam ahead. Todd McFarlane teases a Grand Slam edition. 3 years ago, during San Diego Comic-Con, Todd McFarlane announced his Spawn reboot was getting made through Blumhouse Productions. As it stands, nothing has been firmed up and there's no official word on when it will become a reality. However, during a panel for this year's Comic-Con at home, McFarlane assured that the project is moving ahead with some big news coming, hopefully soon. This is what he said. We're in the process of adding, I think, not only a home run, but potentially a grand slam to our movie. I'm not saying that as a teaser. I'm saying that legitimately. It's happening. It's happening right now. It's just that the business of Hollywood has its sort of ebb and flow. They seem to be a little bit shy about wanting to be public about all of this. So all I can say is that the movie is going full steam ahead. I know I've said it before. I'm telling you, it's going full steam ahead in terms of news that hopefully you and I will be able to break fairly soon. So just fucking throw money at him so it'll fucking work. You know, like, so he can make the movie, whether it's good or bad, at least it's out, you know?
Yeah. That's like
That's all
Kinney,
I'm
man.
saying.
Drop that shit.
Yeah,
God
right.
damn. And they were gonna release it. Here's the thing, like coronavirus is a problem here right now. Not so much so in other places. And they want to go ahead and release it there and then it come out later here, but he's like, what about piracy? And it's like, we got to release it everywhere at the same time. Yeah. And they don't want to cut out the world market because, you know, they make more money overseas than they do here in the States when they release those big movies. So, just drop. They did say they're talking summer, like it's still dropping and it's got a date again, and but it's got to come out in the theater. You know, he won't have it any other way, and but just drop it already because I'm interested to see what's going on there. I did see where the Walking Dead writer compares Rick Grimes' movie to Logan.
I don't think it's gonna be that good. I don't even think they're doing the Rick Grimes movie anymore, are they?
I think so.
That's not a good idea. I mean, what are they gonna do? Like, what?
It's I guess. Oh wait, there was a teaser trailer released during the Comic-Con. This is 2019. It hinted that Rick will be transported to Philadelphia. So yeah, there was this whole. Whenever he left the show, this is supposed to be what happened to him.
Didn't he die?
He got shot and he left in a helicopter, right? No. I don't think you see him die.
Oh, okay.
They just leave it at that. I didn't see I just know I got that offline. He gets shot. He's in a helicopter. I'm like, where the fuck did they get a helicopter? You know?
Yeah. Well, this is all I'm saying. I think Andrew Lincoln is a decent enough actor to say fuck this Walking Dead shit and move on to bigger and better things.
He needs to move on.
Well, he needs to get in a fucking comic book movie, not a fucking Walking Dead movie.
Yeah.
A comic book movie. That will help him out.
He is a good actor.
He is. He is. So fucking get it together, fucking Andrew Lincoln. Come on.
I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him in a period piece war film.
Oh, he'd be great.
He'd be awesome.
Could you see him in a Civil War?
Even that. Let him have his British accent.
Yeah, dude. Could you fucking imagine?
I'd like to get a good box office Civil War film, dude.
I don't think the time is
4 hours long. You know?
I don't think the time is right now.
I don't think it is.
I don't think the time is right at all. But it would be great.
I just want to see how brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Or a medieval movie.
I could see that.
Yeah. Hard to be a Walking Dead character.
He kind of looks like the guy from Hard to Be a God a little. They do a US version of that shit that's even longer. You're just like, fuck, I couldn't handle fucking 3 hours of it. Nah, get away from Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln. Do yourself a favor. Because he could be a great hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially since they're doing, he's got the British accent.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking cast this motherfucker as fucking Magneto.
Do it.
Come on.
They got to get him away from the walk. I mean, he hasn't really done anything since then.
Or what about an older Reed Richards?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That would work.
Borderline crazy version of Reed Richards.
What if he's Doctor Doom?
Ooh.
You see what I mean? Yeah, I mean, because Doctor Doom is going to be all voice, right?
Pretty much.
You give Doctor Doom you give him a British accent, give him Andrew Lincoln's British accent with that build.
Or you give him Rick Grimes' voice and you have him talk to Captain Marvel. Coral Danvers. Why are you here?
This is my town.
Every time I look at the east at 2:00,
Carl,
I bust out my little radio.
I got a little article here that we can run through real quick. 10 box office bombs that are now considered classic.
Oh.
Let's see if these are classics. Tron.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes.
Starship Troopers.
Niche.
1997.
But yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Hocus Pocus is on here.
No, fuck that movie.
That movie, Starship Troopers, has a pretty weird following. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's very cult.
Oh, you bet your fucking ass it's cult.
Yeah.
Children of Men.
What?
Children of Men.
Great movie. I fucking love that movie.
I didn't know it flopped.
It was a fucking fantastic movie.
This one's going to hurt you. I think we even talked about it when we watched it. The Thing.
Yeah, I know.
Was a box office bomb, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Clue. Clue was a box office bomb.
It's a classic.
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Treasure Planet is actually
fun. Did Michael J. Fox do a voice in that or something?
I remember liking that movie back in the day when it came out. It came out when we were kids, right? Yeah. What year?
2002.
Yeah. Well, they keep talking about wanting to do a live action version of it.
I remember its art being like almost Titan AE level, like
Michael
ridiculous.
J. Fox. It was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Do you guys remember that one?
Titan AE.
Yeah, where they got to go build a new Earth. They're on a seed ship that's gonna.
Yeah.
It's got Matt Damon in it.
All right, I got another one. I actually brought this one up recently. I was talking to Griffin about it. The Quick and the Dead.
Yeah. The original or the remake?
The one with Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's a fucking great movie. Yeah.
I didn't know that Sam Raimi directed that.
Yeah, dude. How good is that? The Quick and the Dead.
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Gene Hackman's like the
shithead that
runs the town, and he gets Russell Crowe's a preacher. He doesn't gunfight anymore, and he's like, "Get him a shitty gun." And they have them all doing the gun battles, and it's got Sharon Stone in it.
I love that one scene where it's one of the first gunfights that they have, but the camera is fixed and it just pans all around town.
Looks at everybody's face.
Yeah, you see him chained to the fucking fountain, and you see
area.
Yeah, you see fucking Leonardo DiCaprio fucking with his slick back hair hanging out over there. Like you see everybody. It's just a cool shot.
Another one we have on here is Event Horizon. That tanked and later on became a classic. And then the number one is the Iron Giant. Now, I always liked the Iron Giant when I saw it in 99 when I was 11 or 12, but I liked it.
I thought it was okay, but at the same time, like, I was very much caught by surprise when later on people were like, "I love the Iron Giant." I'm like, that. Did we watch the same movie? That movie was sad as fuck, dude.
Yeah. I remember that, like, when everybody picked it up, it was like, all of a sudden, the Iron Giant, people were talking about it, and it was...
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys... Go ahead, man.
Well, it was really sad, but what I always find fascinating when I watch that is the art style and how it was, like, realistic, but it wasn't at the same time. It's like a trick of the mind. You know what I mean? And it had fucking Shooter McGavin in it, so.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
This is
shit for breakfast.
This is changing the subject up, but did y'all see people freaking out over Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered?
Again?
Yeah, you know why?
Because
PlayStation Plus is gonna give it away for free after a bunch of people just fucking bought it.
That's funny.
Oh, they're mad, dude. People want their money back.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it'll be free on July 28th until August the 31st on PlayStation Plus.
Wow.
Not movie related, but
well, you can't blame them for getting mad though. If I dropped $40 on a game and the next week they were giving it away for free, I'd be fucking mad too.
they're right.
Unless it was like Minecraft for the 10th fucking time.
Well, I mean, that's the price you play to play it when it comes out.
Yeah. So 3 months after it came out, they're dropping. But it's only going to be on PlayStation Plus for free. And apparently they have a contract, so it'll be a long time before like Xbox gets it and they're able to do that. There's some kind of contract with Sony.
Right.
They got it on lockdown. Do you think they'll ever make a Modern Warfare movie? As big as that franchise is, do you ever see that happening?
Would you really want to watch?
Well, do I want to see one? No, not really, but
I mean,
they're making a Metal Gear Solid movie, and I'd have no desire to see that, but they're making it.
Absolutely.
So I'm always, I'm always like, do you ever think they'll go that route? Because it's like,
well, these movies are already cinematic enough in their presentation.
Well, I think that that Call of Duty can be kind of compared to like Tom Clancy type stuff.
yeah.
I mean, all you've got to do is just create an original, unique story and slap the Call of Duty name on it.
Pretty much just a war movie.
Yeah, and people will show up in fucking droves to watch it.
Yeah.
Why they haven't licensed it for film, I have no fucking clue, because it's a cash cow.
Well, they may, because here recently they did the thing where they connected everything. Modern Warfare and Black Ops is all the same universe. It's all going on. It's together now.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of storyline there. And I will say this, dude, playing some of those campaigns, like that Black Ops campaign, it was almost like it was a movie.
It was good.
What's the numbers, Mason?
Yeah. But I think the best thing that they could do, though, is like just let the video game
do it in that. Let it be the movie.
Well, no, like let it exist as it is, and then just write other stories.
Do another story, yeah. Because if they tried to recreate that, they'll fuck it up and make people mad.
Yeah. Even though I think that like Black Ops, that campaign for Black Ops 1 specifically is like one of the most well-written, intellectual like thrillers.
Yeah,
it is so fucking good, and the twist, you don't see it coming at all. I think it would translate well on screen, but you're going to have to get a hell of a writer, which the guy that wrote the story was a hell of a fucking writer. Yeah. He wrote Man of Steel. He wrote fucking Dark Knight, like all this shit.
Well, it's like, hey, if you want to see that story as a movie, then just play the fucking game.
Yeah.
You get to play it. It's an interactive movie. That's kind of like if someone was like, I want to see BioShock Infinite as a movie. It's like, no, just play the game.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. In truth,
just play it.
Yeah. You got to invest the time.
You'll love it. It don't take that long.
Yeah.
You get sucked right in. What was that? That Call of Duty or that Black Ops campaign was like what, 2.5 hours? It wasn't even. It was like
that Call of Duty Modern Warfare. One of them. It was real fucking short. Too short.
Yeah.
No, they could. And it's not like it's Halo or Gears of War or something like that, where it's very dependent on like following these characters in this story, and like you have to have these certain things to make it feel like a movie. Like it's a fucking war story.
Yeah,
it's like some shady individuals doing shady shit, and we're fucking America.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, and also people from other fucking countries. Yeah, like saving the world.
We run the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Gunning people down and lighting cigars, dude.
Yeah. No big deal.
I was wondering,
Well,
I mean, don't get me wrong. The story arc of Price hunting down Makarov would make a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it would.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like the fucking Black Ops shit would make a great movie, but we've already had that experience. What could they do to freshen it up as a visual media that's non-interactive? You know what I mean?
Yeah, some other kind of like Cold War story with just a.
Well, how do you take something and call it Call of Duty when the idea is that the user is answering the Call of Duty and playing through the character?
Yeah. Truth. What is here's one thing I wanted to on this kind of same topic, like what's one video game property that you would like to see turned into a film?
You there?
Video game property that you would like to see turned into a film.
Oh man.
Anything from Mario to Call of Duty, Halo, Gears, like anything.
Anything.
Yeah. Anything. It's hard, ain't it?
It is hard. Well, there's certain things they're already making.
Well, the Fallout series, yeah.
Yeah. Which
Well, as far as like AAA title stories, I would like to see a movie or movies that tells the original Gears of War story.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Covering Emergence Day up to Marcus taking out his mother on the island.
Yeah. Did you know they leaked a Gears script several years ago?
I remember.
Did you ever read that, Trav? The first film, the first like 15 or 20 minutes of it was going to be a cold open, in the sense of like it was going to be 15 or 20 minutes cold open and show the events of Emergence Day, like play out over the course of the 15, 20 minutes. So it was going to be
15, 20 minutes of the Locust Horde just rising the fuck up and fucking shit up.
Yeah, while there's like, that chick would be talking over it.
Wow.
And that was how they were going to open the film. And then it was going to cut to showing like Marcus being imprisoned and then them getting him out like halfway through the film. And that was going to be the setup for the first film. And then it was going to branch out like because the second game wasn't really all that standoutish. You know what I mean? They go underground, they're fighting in the fucking locust tunnels, all this other shit. But
yeah.
So they were going to kind of cut some of the chuffa out of the second game and put some of the stuff from the first game into the second game. And, of course, the third movie would have introduced the Lambit and all that kind of shit.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, because like they hint around about Emergence Day and all the shit that happened and like Marcus's past and everything, but you never get any visual representation of what happened.
StarCraft would make a great franchise to make into films.
Speaking of StarCraft, StarCraft 2 is 10 years old. Or 15.
What is it? What's 15? Another one? I mean, it's already it's still technically in development hell, but I still wish a Halo movie could be conceived.
Yeah.
They might work something out.
That is a universe that screams make a movie out of me.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Now I'm talking I'm talking $200 million budget, full blown effects, movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crispy. Check this out. God of War.
Oh God!
A God of War movie fighting the Titans.
That would be fucking nuts.
Who plays Kratos? And Diesel?
No.
The Rock? You think they get The Rock?
No.
I think they should get an unknownish kind of, don't go with somebody like that, because as soon as you pick The Rock, you've already labeled the movie as probably not going to do well.
No, you cast the father from Us. You know what I'm saying? He was in Black Panther.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big, tall black guy. Yeah, you cast him.
Have y'all seen the guy that does his voice?
Yeah.
His voice really sounds like that.
Which is fucking crazy, right? But that's who I would cast as Kratos in that film version of it, because he's a great actor, first of all, so you got that down. And I think he can pull the look, because the looks that he gives in Black Panther,
Yeah.
you know, those mean mugging kind of things.
I even have another one, and I think this would work better as a TV show, so like HBO or something like that. But Elder Scrolls, they could kind of have like a Game of Thrones type, you know.
Yeah.
Make a TV show out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to work with there, and when you play the games, it's awesome. I mean, it's like
if they did something similar to how they could to how we want them to do Fallout,
yeah,
they could just establish this world, but have just this person that just destiny lines up, and they're going to be the hero, go on the hero's quest, and you know,
ass.
Yeah.
Because there's a shit ton of lore to Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that video game movies have gotten better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at Sonic, look at, you know, a lot of the things that's come out recently. So the possibilities are there. It's just, you think the studios are still scared of dumping money into video game properties?
Well, it's whenever you do that, whenever you decide you're going to make a Sonic right here, dude, this happened. We're going to make a Sonic movie. It's like, all right. Trailer comes out. The internet was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
They had to go back in every scene and change the way that Sonic looked.
Yeah.
And they did it.
And it was great.
Saved it.
Yeah.
Great movie. Didn't expect to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Sonic, I think, demonstrates how films that are going to use classic video game characters ought to be. Like Mario.
Like if you do Mario, kind of do it like
Zelda,
that.
They need to be a Pixar style. They need to be a Pixar style film.
I would love to see a Zelda movie, man.
Yeah.
Love it. There's just certain things though when it's like Grand Theft Auto. It's like just play Grand Theft Auto 5, dude. It's a movie. Like,
right.
Just play the game.
I think that you could take any of those Nintendo properties and make a decent enough movie out of them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Metroid. I would love a space bounty hunter fucking shit up, you know?
Yeah.
Zelda,
man.
An epic fantasy. Like, what's better than that? You know, like Mario. It's cute, funny, and fun for the family.
We'll get our Mario movie, dude.
Oh yeah.
There's just no way that they're gonna let that Mario movie that was released. That's not gonna be the only Mario movie in existence.
No.
Like that movie is a silly goose time, though.
It is. It certainly is. So, well, do y'all want to do some trailer action here?
Yeah, I just got my trailer station set up.
See, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling them up. I mean, we got several.
The ones that I put in there last night, these were movies that I came across that are available. Okay. And I'd never heard of them, so I would pull the trailer up and look at it and be like, oh, okay. You know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Let me get my earpiece in. I feel like a news anchor. I'm going to put my... What'd you say in the room? 1 live at 10?
Yeah. We're going to cut to Tanner Bradley and the failed Tanner.
Hey, guys. Tanner here.
I'm here
with
Ross.
You say Tanner Bradley?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how generic of a name can you get?
It's perfect.
No offense to any Tanner Bradleys out there listening right now.
His full name is Tanner Scott Bradley, but
okay.
Goes by Tanner.
Tanner. What's up, guys? Tanner.
Well, yeah, man. What's our first? What's in line?
First, we've got Fear City, New York versus the Mafia. Official trailer, Netflix.
Long name.
In the 70s, New York was owned by the mob. From the producers of Don't Fuck with Cats. Comes the inside
Is
story.
that what it says?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Comes the story of the rise and fall of New York's most powerful mafia families and the end of the golden era of the mob.
I hope Joey Diaz is in it.
I know, right?
Ready when y'all are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Fear City. It's a documentary? Oh, no. It is a documentary. That was Rudy Giuliani. Bend your leg and stuff it in your pocket. I like a good documentary, man. Probably check it out. They had the Gambinos in the middle. Going to jail. Netflix be killing it with these docs, man.
Yeah.
Didn't they do the McDonald's one?
I think so.
Trav, didn't you watch that?
What?
The one about the Monopoly money?
Mm-hmm.
Was good?
Very.
Yeah, I want to check that out. Was Netflix, right? One of the streaming services.
I think it was HBO, man.
I think it was.
It was called McMillions.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the trailer on here, but I hadn't seen it yet. I need to watch it. That dude was propped up bleeding, smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
That's some gangster shit. Okay.
I don't want to check it out.
Didn't know it was a doc. Should probably include that in the title.
Yeah, for real, right?
So this was released at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
During Comic-Con. I forgot all about this movie.
This is on Kev Smith's personal fucking personal YouTube channel. Yeah.
And we're subscribing.
I'm gonna subscribe to, yeah. Written by Kevin Smith and Andrew McElfresh.
Not a real
Kilroy.
doctor.
Yeah. Kilroy was here.
All right, hang on. I remember them, dude. They shot this movie, Travis, in 2018 in was it Canada or no? It was North Carolina.
Yeah.
Forgot all about it until the trailer came up. It's like, oh yeah, remember when they were working on this?
I think he shot it right before Jay and Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Andy. And Andrew McElfresh was a writer on David Letterman, or was it Leno? Was it Leno?
Leno. Yeah.
Right. That's where Kevin met him, and they do a podcast together called Edumacation.
Yeah.
Where Kevin asks dumb questions, and Andy's like a Jeff.
Yeah, he's your average Jeff. Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, play. Kilroy was here.
This looks silly.
Silly goose, dude. Pretty cool decapitation scene in here. Vietnam gnawing on eating somebody's hand or something. Here we go. He gets a bigger role this time.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
It's one of them kids, right?
Little Chris Jericho action. Y'all know who Kilroy is, right?
Yeah.
That little drawing.
Yeah.
The Kilroy was in. When she goes in, there he is. When she goes into that room, the little head was sitting there with the big nose. Dude, when they slice that motherfucker's head in half,
Yeah.
it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it didn't look bad at all. I'm excited to check that out. I mean, I love Tusk, you know.
Yeah.
I thought that it was fantastic. I love Red State.
Oh, man.
So a little slasher action from Kev Smith, count me fucking, colored me purple.
I'm sure he had something to do with some of the writing, but I kind of like that he's coming in, you know, doing somebody else's script. Like he's going to direct it. But I'm sure he, you know, made some changes and.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to.
I bet Andie wrote the story.
Yeah, he did
and
the first like, treatment.
Well, and then Kev probably transcribed it into script form, and kind of they worked on it together. Because you can listen to that podcast where they were like going on and on about Kilroy. So, you know,
Here's a fucking show I'm excited for.
Lovecraft Country. I think we get to see a fucking something,
a demon or something,
Kraken or a fucking Cthulhu or something. Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You ready, Trav?
Yup.
3, 2, 1, play.
Mama, I'm just reading.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Has that Candyman movie come out yet?
I
don't think it's out, is it? Yeah. Hello. Is that Ernie Hudson?
Oh no.
Look like him. Whatever it is, it sounds big.
We're surrounded by monsters.
Like, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Whoa. Oh, that ain't any Hudson. August the 16th.
It's like it's going to take place across different time periods centered around his family.
Yeah, the two wars, they look completely different. Like he's been destined or something. He's a part of it.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the minions of Cthulhu. Like they look like him, but they're smaller.
And that is a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Because Cthulhu is supposed to be like ridiculously big.
Yeah. Like World Eater.
Like J.J. Abrams big. When they brought him in, we're doing Cthulhu, man. We need you.
I'm excited about this next movie. I think it's a remake, right?
There was a Fugitive, like
the series, and then the one with Han Solo.
Yeah, that's what I always think of when I hear Fugitive. But let's check it out.
I'm ready.
Ready, Trap?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. Quibi. They expect people to watch this on their phone. Whoa. Oh, he's going to be the badass. He's right at home here.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Gotta find the bomb, baby.
Ball.
When he walks away, like not hurt. It was someone that looks like him.
Solomon's in shape, ain't he? It's next week. It looks good though. It just sucks it's coming out on something that you can't really watch on TV.
You can't. They're working on it, where you can stream it or something. But right now you're like, I guess you got to watch it on a tablet or a phone. I don't even know if you can watch it on the PC.
I don't think so.
And that's not, that's gonna hurt stuff, man. Cause like, I don't know why. Like after the Irishman pulled the numbers and everything, they were like, I guess people like watching stuff on their phones, and it's like, kids do.
Yeah.
But we tend to like watch it on the TV. We'll do a little Chromecast action there.
Yeah.
So they need to fix that app to where you can Chromecast it and download the app on a Fire Stick. Like their service is gonna go under if they don't. And they got some cool stuff on there. They got that Reno 911 shit. Yeah. They got that remake of The Princess Bride with all these, and those clips are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I still want to check that out.
But I will say this. Because of the way you have to watch it,
Nobody's watching
It
it.
can't be pirated.
Yeah.
At all. Heard that from a little birdie. You know?
AKA the internet.
Yeah.
People are like, what the fuck?
Which is probably what they were going for. It'd be really hard for them to steal it if they had kept to watch it on their phones and shit.
You can screen cap your phone.
Yeah, but the image is going to be, when you blow it up on your, you know, whatever you're going to watch it on, like a 65-inch TV, it's going to look a little fuzzy. It's going to look like an old YouTube video.
But is it good enough to watch it that way? That's the question.
I'm ready when y'all are on this next one.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Truth Seekers, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost back at it again. Sci-fi series.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. What's up with that wig?
I like it.
I know there's going to be some comedy here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on it. Right here. Yep.
Is that Malcolm McDowell?
It was. I'm already in. Oh, are they like ghost hunters?
Yeah.
Huh. Kind of looks like Simon Pegg might be in it like a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm down.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
Real estate's always down for a good pegging, you know? Simon Pegg.
Yeah, especially if Simon's involved, you know. Yeah.
All right, now I've seen this trailer, guys. Have y'all watched it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It shows so much more than the others.
All right.
You start to see what the movie's gonna be here.
I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bill and Ted 3, Face the Music trailer 2. 3, 2, 1, play. He's like the dad from Step Brothers. And it's her.
Oh my god.
Look at this weapon room. Cool clock. This is so funny. Every time I see this shit. Oh. So the daughters, will they be the ones? See, they're going around recruiting everybody.
Yeah.
Can't believe this is happening. Did they go, Dads? That's what it kind of looks like. Like the daughters are the ones that's gonna do the song that saves the world.
Yeah. And they're just bumbling around.
Yeah. I like how every time someone's like Bill and Ted, they put their arms out like,
yeah, that's
us,
us.
dude.
Yeah.
Was it in the second Bill and Ted movie where they meet evil Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
I think it was in the second one.
I
The
haven't
second one
watched.
was like bigger and better than the. They definitely
Yeah,
went big with this one.
yeah, they did.
This guy said background music for every trailer the past 7 years. Ding.
Marvel and Hulu's Hellstrom. I don't know. Yeah, the picture for this, whenever I first saw it, had Ghost Rider. That's why I started Googling, because it was a news article and I found the trailer. So we'll see if actually Ghost Rider shows up.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
You ready, Trav?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. Never heard of it. Comment said I didn't expect her voice to sound like that, so now I'm interested in what her voice is going to sound like. Whoa.
It's possessed.
There once was a girl. Can't beat the beast, dude. He can beat the beast. Definitely looks dramatic. Oh. All right.
All right,
I know zero backstory on.
I'm gonna do a little Google
Hellstrom.
foo here.
I just don't know what that is. Marvel and Hulu.
Damon and Anna Hellstrom are the son and daughter of a mysterious and powerful serial killer. The siblings have a complicated dynamic as they track down the terrorizing worst of humanity, each with their attitude and skills.
Well,
that's what IMDb has to say about it. Says that here that it is a upcoming television series based on the Marvel Comics anti-heroes of the same name. It was produced by Marvel Television and will air on Hulu. Let's see. In 2019, in May 2019, it was reported that Marvel Television was producing a TV series featuring Damon and Anna Hellstrom on Hulu. Paul, I ain't even going to attempt to pronounce his last name, would serve as showrunner and executive producer, while Jeff Loeb would also be executive producer. In August 2019, Loeb stated that Hellstrom, Ghost Rider, and other unannounced Hulu series would be labeled under the banner Adventure into Fear. 2019, it was reported that the series would be filming under the working title Omens and that production would start on October 7th, 2019. Filming was expected to last until February. So I'm guessing that maybe they'll use this series as a jumping off point for Ghost Rider series. Hey, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Especially if we get a fucking Ghost Rider anything. Next, we've got The Rental.
Now, I didn't realize this until I was reading the comments. I just put it in there last night because I ran across it. Got Allison Brie from Community.
Yeah.
In the comments, someone said something about Dave Franco, and I was like, oh wait, and I went and looked. So he wrote and directed this.
Oh, really?
James Franco's brother. Recently, I heard him on the Dak Shepard podcast, and he was talking about making this movie.
Yeah.
The whole reason he was on there trying to promote it. And I didn't even realize that it was that movie until I was reading the comments.
I saw there was an article earlier because it's out now.
Yeah, it's
you
out.
Can, but there was an article earlier that said the rental is stealing the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that it's doing very well.
Trailer didn't look bad.
Right.
That's why I watched it. I was like, let me make sure.
Yeah. No, I'm interested.
I did see like, you've kind of seen this movie before just by watching the trailer.
Yeah.
But I'm interested. Are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
You ready, Trav? The rental?
Yeah.
2020, the rental. 2021, the payment. You know what I'm saying? That was in the comments.
I'm ready.
Did I count it down?
No.
Okay, I thought I did. I started playing it after I said the payment. Like 3, 2, 1, play. I was gonna say and watch the whole trailer, and y'all like, we're ready.
This place is gorgeous.
Yeah, why is it so cheap? What's the catch?
It's a rental.
Yeah, look foreshadowing there. Oh, we got some drugs.
Allison Brie, though.
Yeah. There was dirt on the bed, like someone was standing on it. Look at this shit. That's for sure a camera. This shit. There's this one tracking shot in a minute. This woman goes out on the back porch. It's pretty cool. The way the camera follows her. Right here. Watch it track all the way through the house. Woo!
Oh, that's cool.
But here's the problem. The first time some weird shit happened, they didn't leave.
Yeah.
Just leave. We won't get our deposit back.
You ain't gonna get shit back if you're dead, bitch. Yeah. So.
You know how people are about that deposit, though. Some people would rather die than not get that deposit back.
We got a slasher horror here. Open 24 hours.
The guy said, if he uses hammers, is it a slasher still or a smasher?
Asking the real question.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Does it say deer processing?
Shit, you could cut this trailer into that other one. Pickled eggs. Looks like a little mom and pop gas station, dude. I bet that's her boyfriend. that's him.
I'm not crazy.
Just a little unwell.
What's that guy? It's like a redo of Urban Legend.
Yeah.
He looks fucked up, man. His eyes all fucked up and shit. A lot of craziness going on.
Ugh.
I mean, it looks like a fucking slasher film. Or a smasher film, my bad. Next, we have a war action thriller, The Resistance Fighter.
This movie is a banger.
Someone in the comments said they just finished watching that movie. They needed somebody to explain the ending, but the acting was top notch and they loved the fucking gore.
Says here, The Resistance Fighter, the incredible true story of the Polish James Bond.
This is out. When I ran across, it's out.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let me leave my comment.
The comment.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. La Resistance.
It is a crime to go against the Führer.
Yeah. They definitely all look German. Oh. Is this based on a real person?
Yeah, credible true story.
You must ensure the survival of the Polish sausage. The pepper and the onion was but a later addition to the sausage. Where is the sheepskin?
The casing?
Yeah, like, where's the sheep intestines? 9! You know? Okay. I mean, it still looks fun. It's like a good movie.
Yeah, it looks alright. He's the Polish James Bond, though.
Now we got Chibs.
The hero.
Training someone to be a fighter.
Who? What'd you call him?
Chibs. From Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
That's where I remember him from.
Blowback.
Total blowback. This is what happened when he's trying to get the blowback for the blowback ready.
This got a little Bloodsport vibe to it.
Yeah.
Blowback the movie. Heard that.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Don't forget Mom's spaghetti, boy.
It looks like that scene, Mom Spaghetti. Knees weak, arms heavy. He's sending him to America.
There, you will train to fight. You will start with Greco-Roman wrestling.
Oh.
We've seen this trailer, I think.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Yeah, so he starts fighting.
It did
and
come
dude
out in
becomes
June.
his trainer.
That one dude's big, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
Is that Rammstein? It is. Right? 9!
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's the motherfucker right there. That's the guy that's gonna kill his buddy. See? His buddy, it's a blood sport. His buddy gets fucked up and he comes back and kicks
It's
ass.
Bloodsport meets Karate Kid.
Yeah, meets your parents got picked up on a plane because they were wearing a burqa, you know? He's not even American.
Well, they sent him to America. I'm real excited about this next trailer.
Oh, man. Y'all see what I put under it?
Yeah.
I'm not serious with this one, okay? I didn't watch this and go, oh my God, I have to see this movie.
It's got fucking Omar Epps and Nia Long in it, dude.
Just
I
wait.
imagine R&B music all the way through.
This shit looks so ridiculous, dude.
I'm excited.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. In a cheesy kind of way.
Mm.
Of course it was a mistake. They wouldn't be no film.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
We should catch up.
They gonna fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
You the R&B.
My body. My body. Mm-hmm. See, what had happened was here they go.
Hell yeah.
Can't do it. She can't do it.
He's like, I got my dick out.
Yeah. I almost cheated on you. Bitch, they're gonna be a us. Watch this. Uh-oh. Crazy boyfriend. Look at him. You gonna date me, bitch. We're meant to be together. It's like Stan, dude. Hope your conscience eats at you and you can't sleep without me. Dude, he cut that cop's throat. That's how hooked he is.
He didn't even get it.
There's this song. I think he did. They had a little thing back in the day. See, why didn't he go crazy then? He's the one that got away, dude. There's this song called Pussy Got Me Hooked.
Yeah.
And that should play at the end.
I mean, does Pussy got him hooked, though?
I mean.
I mean,
got here?
This is the thing. I want to analyze.
What was she in? She's hot, dude.
I don't know. But they knew each other 20 years prior. In that time, she was married, or she is married. She's had a kid, right? And moved on with her life and all this stuff, right? He hasn't had that vajayjay in 20 years.
Yeah, that's how good it was, dude.
And he still is like
pining
thirsty.
for it.
Yeah. He's thirsty, dude.
Usually it's the other way around.
For me, it is anyway. Do I need to cite references? All right, I'm ready.
Don't do that. No evidence.
So we got a Aguirre. How do you pronounce that, Trav?
I'm going with Aguirre.
Wrath of God, newly remastered on Blu-ray.
Jerry Aguirre.
So it's a Werner Herzog film.
Whoa.
But just a random, our random old film of the night.
Now, is this the remastered trailer?
Don't know.
I hope not. I hope we see it in all its glory.
But ready when y'all are.
Hang on, I'm code red.
Adam's got to get his.
I found it.
Google Translator.
Oh, I found it. I pulled my earbud out, and it pulled the little earplug thing off.
Oh, that sucks.
And I thought I lost it, but I found it. Let me put it back on. I'm always afraid it's going to come off inside my ear and be stuck in there.
Yeah.
I got to get the dog to get it out for me. I'm like, get it out.
The dog's like trying to stick its little claw in there. You're like, easy, bitch. I got eardrums.
Did I do my comment? Yeah. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. 1972. Good year. It's the medieval version of Deliverance. These are some really pretty shots.
Yeah.
I'm getting a damn. Are they Spanish?
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Well, their hat just screams.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I've read some shit about this movie, y'all. It was really hard to get it made.
Yeah.
And the actor, that main guy, the big eyes, they had to hunker down and to get it made. It was hard. I mean, they're on location.
Yeah.
I want to say it's that movie because when I was watching someone break it down, it was that guy. And there was just a lot of problems on set. I think that's it.
Last trailer. Happy, happy, joy, joy, the Ren and Stimpy story.
Oh, here's the thing, guys. When I was a kid, I grew up on some motherfucking Ren and Stimpy, y'all.
Yeah,
that was my shit. Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Loved it. And I had a Stimpy doll. And I was one of those kids that I like to know how shit works.
Right.
And when you would squeeze him, he would fart. And I wanted to know how. But one day, I operated on him, cut him open. There's a fucking whoopee cushion inside.
You did a little Stimpy surgery?
Yeah. Oh, he was fucked after that, dude. I flipped him over and went right up his back. I don't know why. I didn't think in my head that once I find out why, he'll be fine.
It happens though, man. You know.
I did it, dude. I just had to know.
Yeah.
And I played with that whoopee cushion for years.
You're like, this is all I got left to Stimpy.
Mm-hmm. That's the Stimpy whoopee cushion. And it was one of those that would, when you would squeeze it, would refill itself. It had the foam in it.
Yeah.
But anyway. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. I'm down for this. nobody's gonna be able to say it because look. Whoa.
Oh God.
Bobby Lee? Tiger Billy himself? And he's the only one that has an explanation?
Yeah.
Whoa. Powdered Toast Man. It was, but don't pee on the electric fence. Oh.
Chris Core.
Oh my God. Oh.
Keep watching, you know?
It was hilarious. What a great show.
Says the feature documentary explores the rise and fall of the groundbreaking animated series Ren and Stimpy and its controversial creator, John. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Is it Italian?
I don't know what it is.
It's a name.
Definitely that. So that's all the trailers, guys. What are we going to watch next week?
We're at the end. By the time we hit next week, we're gonna be in August.
Yeah.
What do we want to watch?
I mean, what are y'all feeling? I mean, we can stick with the sci-fi, or we can do something a little different.
I don't know, man. That Coma movie's out. Anything else?
That might not be a bad adventure.
Let's see what the score looks like. Which we all know we can't go by that.
For what?
Coma? Remember that trailer we watched?
Yeah.
Like when you go in a coma, you're in this world and you can't wake up. And there's like this fucking coma demon trying to wake you up. It's a foreign. But it is out. That's just one. I'm just throwing that out there. I saw it on the list.
You know what I kind of want to watch?
Dead Dicks.
What?
Dead Dicks.
All
right. It's a movie. I just saw it
on it. We talked about it a little bit earlier. There's two that's popping out here. I'm looking at the list. All right. First is Children of Men.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that one a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Or Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Watch them both.
In 1 week?
I don't want to do them in the same week, but we can come in, you know.
Yeah.
Because they're both worth watching.
Yeah.
Confessions I wouldn't mind seeing fucking Children of Men. That's.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've watched it. What are you thinking, Trav? Those are just some suggestions, you know.
I don't know, man. Like, kind of like the sci-fi group we're on, but at the same time, I mean, it's always the problem. What do we watch next?
Well, I had this idea that I threw towards Adam a couple of days ago. What if we do a Terry Gilliam month?
If we do it, y'all gotta watch that movie with fucking Dr. King Schultz in it.
Zero Theorem?
Yeah, because I don't think either one of y'all have seen that yet.
Oh,
right?
I've actually went on to watch.
You watched it? Okay.
Yeah. Good movie. Strange movie.
Strange.
To keep things in the vein of sci-fi, though, I propose either we watch The Matrix or Dark City.
Well, you know, we had another movie written down, and it was actually a movie that you picked.
Which one?
Event Horizon, which was also a movie we mentioned earlier that turned into a classic over time. We can watch them all. Man.
Yeah.
Not at the same time, but they're all good picks. I don't want to be the one to pick because I'm that person that's like, where you want to eat? And they're like, don't matter. I'm like, better pick.
I mean, shit. I'm cool with anything because all these movies I want to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sucks that we don't get like our job should be watching a movie a day and reviewing it.
That'd be awesome.
But unfortunately, it's not because that would be fucking too legit. You know?
Quit.
Yeah. You think? Let me ask y'all this: if someone was like, "Look, we've heard the podcast, we love it. We're gonna give each one of you $80,000 a year.
Damn.
But 5 days a week, you gotta watch a movie.
Talk about it. I could do one every day.
I mean,
I could wake up, watch the movie early, and then go live later and do it.
And not get burnt out on watching a movie?
Not get burnt out. I mean, dude.
I know, right? I know.
As a job, $80K a year?
Yeah.
And I only got to do it 5 Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Got weekends off.
Weekends
but dude,
off.
Here's the thing. You watch the movie in the morning. You could even watch it the night before.
Yeah.
Which would probably be what I just watch it that night before. But you go and do a podcast, last, 2 hours? That's usually what we come in at now. An hour, 2 hours, 25 minutes. After that, your day is smooth sailing. Like, do whatever you want to do.
Well, I mean, and if we did an episode every day, there wouldn't be movie news. I mean, we would just cover it as it came up.
It would be shorter.
Yeah.
We covered it in real time.
Yeah, as it's happening, yeah. So if anybody out there wants to sponsor,
yeah, right.
So 80,000 a year times 3, you know.
Yeah, it ain't that much.
And we'll even go to the theater for that.
We'll give you access to our Patreon where we review porn parodies. That's part of our Patreon.
That's the best part of the Patreon, though.
We do commentary on porn parodies that you can download and link up with any porn parody you've seen, like Dead Pigs or.
And we like
or you know, Repenetrator.
Yeah.
And that's has anybody ever done commentary for porn? Now I'm curious.
We do.
That's why we do it on our Patreon.
Commentary.
I'm
Patreon
down.
is next level. Also, check out MeUndies. Go to MeUndies/real estate and use the code contingency88.
Spell that for them.
And you will save. How much are we giving them? 88 cents? That ain't even worth it, man.
Free shipping, dude.
All right, you get free shipping.
And 88 cents off
and
your order.
And it comes with a little movie reel sticker.
No, the movie reel's printed on the underwear. It's right where your dick is.
Yeah.
At. Or for the ladies.
It looks right like the reel's unraveling to the little opening.
Yeah. So you can stick your dick through for the films.
Check out this reel.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with it. We got to pick a movie.
You want to go just Event Horizon and go from there?
That's Trav's pick. That's one that he added to the list, and that's on him.
Fine by me.
That was one of his picks, and I haven't seen it in a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So watching it again will be great.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what Marina's going to think about it.
She liked this one.
Yeah.
But she said that she's like, I like the sci-fi movies.
She likes space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is awesome. This got Sam Neill in it, Lawrence Fishburne.
I know how to change her opinion real quick by making her watch Jupiter Ascending.
Or what's that other one? With Tom Hanks?
Oh, Cloud Atlas.
Apparently, you're not smart enough if you don't like that movie. That's what somebody said to me one time. Like,
wow.
It's not for dumb people. I was like, okay.
So, are they gonna like when we review that movie? Are they gonna review it with us?
Cloud
so
Atlas.
We can roast. Yeah.
I'm not watching that movie. I'm not.
We'll
Have you seen it?
No.
You wouldn't want to watch it again. Travis, have you seen it?
Yeah.
You don't want to watch it again, do you?
No. It's bad, dude.
It's real bad. They tried. There was just too much going on, man.
Here's what aggravates me. Cloud Atlas is a fucking badass idea.
Great idea.
There are some really badass shots in this movie.
The execution was terrible.
But the crawl to each one of these moments is so excruciating, Griffin. You should watch it just so you can get it under your belt, though.
He's gonna make us watch it.
I mean,
I would suffer for it just to hear a good old fashioned.
What if we watch it though and Griffin likes it?
I would still want to hear why he liked it. I would be because I feel like this movie would send you in the trajectory of either you just can't get enough of it or you're just like, here's my problem with the movie.
Right.
Because here's what I've learned. When you go, here's my problem, I'm ready to bust out the popcorn. Because you're about to fucking be like, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Now.
And it's usually fairly accurate, I would say.
I didn't know this about Event Horizon because it came out in 1997. Paul Anderson directed it. You know, Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat, the new Monster Hunter movie. Didn't know he directed that.
No.
I think Monster Hunter is going to be the guilty pleasure of 2020.
Is it dropping in 2020?
It's supposed to drop later this year, in a couple months, actually.
I don't know, man. If those theaters aren't open, though, it'll be...
But I feel like when it does drop, it's going to be a guilty pleasure that everyone likes, but it's going to say that it sucks.
Like a Transformer movie or something.
Yeah, I'm calling it on that. I think it's going to be like...
You kind of feel it coming. Like
everyone low-key is going to enjoy what they see. But they're going to be like...
Whenever they're talking to people. It's like a moped, dude.
Well, it's fun.
On the ride, but you don't want your friends to see you doing it, you know?
That's how Resident Evil is. Low-key, you would watch any of them probably. But you ain't going to talk about how much you liked it. Even though the first Resident Evil will always be mint in my book.
Solid. They did too many. I don't even think I saw the last one. Came out like a year ago. I'm just kidding.
I found like a cheap box set of all of them except the very fucking last one.
Yeah,
I paid
the newest one.
I think I paid like $3 for it. I was like, that's worth it for all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a 5. I think it was like the 5 movie collection or something. 5 of them, you know?
Yeah.
Event Horizon. It's been a minute, guys.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm going to say last time I watched it was probably 2005, 2006.
I haven't watched this movie since I was a kid, so I don't remember it. So I'm excited for the rewatch, the first time rewind.
Watch it for the first time again?
Yeah.
Let me drop this on you. Since you don't remember it.
Is it a picture?
Yeah.
General?
Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw that too. I dropped earlier that Modern Warfare. It was like a short film somebody made in Spain. 7 minutes long.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, Activision gonna sue somebody. No.
It's called Sunrise. What if it was called Sunshine and it's literally the plot of Sunshine?
It's got Price in it. It's got Price in it.
Oh my God.
I did hear this week I've been going deep down this Disney rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Catherine Kennedy has already been fired, guys. They're just waiting. It's already happened.
Good.
She's as good as gone. Bet.
Good.
Bet. They just gotta wait for the right time to tell people. And it's not while Comic-Con's going on.
Now is the right time.
Yeah.
Well, there's supposed to be a Star Wars, like a Star Wars panel that comes out later this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the rumor is that that's when all of the announcements that we've been seeing rumors
we're gonna hand over the bus keys.
That's when all that's gonna be announced, I think. I don't know if you've read into it, Griffin, but there is also a rumor that possibly George Lucas is coming back to Lucasfilm.
They're offering him money. I was talking to Griffin about that. A few nights they were offering big bucks.
Do you tell him the
4 hour cut
or the 4
where he cut the movie?
No, the 4 things that he's like, these are the stipulations for me to come back.
Yeah, they'll let him do it. Well, what I was talking to Griffin about was the fact that he cut the movie.
Yeah.
He's got a cut that we'll probably end up seeing at some point.
The stipulations, though, Griffin, were that
creative control,
full creative control, and it only leaves his hands at his choosing. Kathleen
it's their money. He decides.
Kennedy's gone.
He's gone, dude.
He gets to make his sequel trilogy.
Favreau's cool. He likes Favreau.
And the 4th and final one is that the original 3 Star Wars films are to never be fucked with.
Yeah.
Ever.
They've been changing shit.
And supposedly their response to that was, so when do you start?
Yeah. I want to see his cut of that movie because, in the article it talked about we had our big scene where Luke, Leia, and Han got together and fucking defeated somebody. And we didn't get that.
Yeah.
But it was in his movie. That's why when Mark Hamill came out and was like, it's a movie. What can I say?
Yeah.
He knew about the other cut. He had seen it.
Well,
but he knew they were going with this cut, and he was not happy with it.
One of the scenes that they kept out too was that in that reunion, it was the scene where Kylo meets Han.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember in Rise of Skywalker, there's that moment where Leia just lays down and dies.
Yeah.
Well, they write it into where she pulls a Luke from Last Jedi and she force projects to Han and Kylo to help turn Kylo back to the light side, and then Luke shows up as well. And we have just a goodbye moment at least
a good
But we have all 3 of them on screen, which was something the sequel trilogy failed to do.
Right. Shit.
But it's happening.
And apparently this cut exists.
Yeah. I heard it was 4 hours, dude.
I mean, I'd watch it, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's no...
It's the last chapter in the Skywalker movies. I would expect... You could have told me it was a 6-hour cut, and I'd been like, hell yeah.
People in Hollywood got to realize, they're like, people don't want to sit in the theater too long. Or you watch it in the theater one time, and then you can take it home and watch it. And we're all right with long cuts. Let's get over the whole...
Don't fucking sit in the theater if it's something to give a fuck about.
Yeah. Let's get over the whole people don't want long movie shit. We want it. We watch a season in a day on Netflix.
Well, that's the thing.
That's like 8 hours.
Apply it where it works.
Yeah, don't make it long just to make it long.
If it's a blockbuster that could have a lot of set pieces that takes place across, like with these Marvel films, they could go on really long if they truly wanted to.
They could.
Like Endgame could have been even longer. It could have been a snail's crawl to that Thanos fight. It would have still been a fucking payoff.
But that was something I read during the week that I was like, oh, because as you know, we've been on that fucking bus for a minute.
Yeah, for real.
Fire her. She's gotta go. But yeah, I'm excited to watch Event Horizon, guys. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I don't remember how that movie plays out. That's how long it's been.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
All I know now is Sam Neill gets the fuck scratched out of him.
Yeah. I think that's some kind of like. I don't even know.
I mean,
but yeah, keep it real, guys.
That's why. Wash your fucking hands.